Gather round, ye brave heroes, for it is time for the first in a series of dramatic readings of video game manuals. Today, we shall be reading from the Super Ghouls and Ghosts Instruction Booklet from Super Nintendo. A special message from Capcom. Thank you for selecting the exciting and action-packed Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This is the newest edition in Capcom's library of 16-bit video games, following such hits as UN Squadron and Final Fight. Super Ghouls and Ghosts continues the tradition of Capcom's arcade series for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Super Ghouls and Ghosts features exciting, state-of-the-art, high-resolution graphics. We at Capcom are proud to bring you this thrilling new title in the latest, most sophisticated video game technology from Capcom. Joseph Morici, Vice President of Capcom USA. Table of Contents. Safety Precautions. Getting Started. The Options Screen. A Knight's Quest. Arthur's Knightly Feats. Do or Dire. Treasures in the Fray. Armor and Shields. Siegecraft Weapons. Magic. A Knight's Day. The Ghoul Realm. Questing Tips. 90-day limited warranty. Safety Precautions. Follow the suggestions below to keep your Super NES game pack in top operating condition. 1. Always make sure the power is off before inserting or removing the game pack. 2. Do not try to take the game pack apart or touch its terminal connectors. 3. Keep your game pack safe from direct sunlight and extreme hot or cold. Do not bend it, crush it, or get it wet. Store in its protective package at room temperature when you are not using it. 4. If your game pack gets dusty, clean it with a soft, dry cloth. Never use thinners, solvents, benzene, alcohol, or any other strong cleaning agents that may damage it. 5. For the best gameplay, sit between 3 and 8 feet away from your television or monitor. Pause for 10 to 20 minutes after 2 hours of continuous play to extend the life of your game pack. Getting started. Warning! Please read the enclosed consumer information and precautions booklet carefully before using your Nintendo hardware system or game pack. 1. Insert your Super Ghouls and Ghosts game pack into your Super Nintendo Entertainment System and turn it on. The title screen appears. 2. Press the Start button on the controller to begin play, or see the options screen below to change your game settings before you start. 3. At any time, you can press the reset button on the console to start the game over from the beginning. The options screen. The options screen lets you change some of the game features. You can get to the options screen from the title screen before you begin play. At the title screen, you'll see 2 options: Game Start and Option Mode. Press down on the control pad to move the marker to Option Mode, and press the Start button. The option screen will appear. On the option screen, press up or down on the control pad to highlight an option. Press left or right on the control pad to cycle through the settings for that option. Game level. Set your play level. You can choose beginner, easiest, normal, expert, or professional, most difficult. Control pad. Change the settings of the control pad buttons. If you don't change the settings, you'll press the Y button to use your weapon and the B button to jump. Player. Set the number of lives up to 9 that Arthur has when the game begins. If you don't change the setting, you'll begin with 3 lives. A Knight's Quest. All hail, dauntless knight Arthur! Years ago, you quelled the terrifying phantoms of the Ghoul realm who hexed the earth and rescued Princess Guinevere. Since that time, you've journeyed far over the world, seeking the powerful weapons of white magic. But now, the kingdom is shrouded under an eerie spell. Sardius, the Emperor of Evil, has snatched Princess Guinevere away to the slimy crypts of the Phantom Zone. The Ghoul realm has revived, and the creatures of the undead haunt the land. Once again, you must survive the dangerous journey to the depths of the Ghoul realm. You'll swat at horrid ectoplasms and ghouls, whose touch is deadly. Vampires will swirl around your head. Voracious plants will snap at you, hungry for bones to gnaw. The earth will crack, the seas will swell, and the fiends of darkness will engulf you. Your courage and skill will keep you moving through overwhelming terrors, and on the path, a mighty weapon, magic, awaits. Buckle on your sword, Arthur. It's time to begin the quest! Arthur's knightly feats. To do this, press this. Run to the right or left. Control pad left or right. Stab, slash, or hurl your weapon. Button Y, or the weapon button you've set on the options screen. Jump, B button, or the jump button you set on the options screen. Press the control pad while jumping to move left, right, or down. Double jump, B button twice. Climb up, control pad up. Duck, control pad down. Put on armor, grab a new weapon, or pick up pots or sacks of gold. Run over the item, do or dire. Prepare for heart-stopping perils. Arthur must survive 8 treacherous mazes, battling an inferno of foul fiends. Sometimes he'll be left without even his armor to protect him. Watch the top of the game screen to keep track of how you're doing. Points. How many points you've earned so far? By demolishing the undead and grabbing sacks of gold. Lives. How many lives Arthur has left? He starts a game with 3 lives, or the number you've set on the options screen. When he loses his last life, the game ends. Weapon. The weapon you're currently armed with. Magic gauge. Fills up with energy when you use magic. Time. Game time remaining. You begin with 5 minutes to survive a quest and gain the key to the next gate. If time counts down to 0 before you accomplish this, you lose 1 life. Treasures in the fray. As you dash through lands thick with doom, you must destroy or avoid all the demented creatures that bar your way. Many vanquished ghouls will drop pots. Treasure chests will sprout from sodden earth or gleam from hidden places. You'll stumble over sacks of gold or find them stashed in thorn bushes, ghostly rigging, and rocky crevices. Pots. These can hold extra lives, 1-ups, bonuses, or weapons. Treasure chests. Shatter these locked boxes with your weapon, but be wary. Within them you may find armor, weapons, traps, or the Conjurer. Armor and weapons will help you survive, but traps can take 1 of your lives. If the Conjurer emerges, he'll cast a hex that will turn Arthur into a powerless babe for a short time. Sacks of gold. Snatch these up to gain extra points. Armor and shields. Find suits of mail by breaking open treasure chests. Run over the armor to put it on. With the golden armor, you can also use the moon and sun shields. Steel armor. Arthur begins the game wearing steel armor, which protects him from 1 hit. Bronze armor. This armor protects Arthur from 1 hit, and gives him the power to use weapons of enchantment. Golden armor. This is the most powerful of Arthur's armor. It protects him from 1 hit, and allows him to use enchanted weapons and empowers him to invoke magic. Moon Shield. This shield is supplied with the golden armor and can block one ghoulish shot. The shot will disintegrate the shield, but Arthur will be safe. Sun Shield. This glowing shield blocks 3 shots and lets Arthur summon magic in a flash. Siegecraft weapons. Arthur can find a number of fearsome weapons to help him survive. Run over a weapon to pick it up. When you gain a new weapon, you'll lose your old one. Weapons of knightly power. These weapons are always available. Lance, Arthur's first weapon, flies straight ahead when hurled. Dagger. You can throw 3 of these small weapons at once. Crossbow. Launch 2 small arrows at once with this weapon. Scythe. You can hurl this curved blade downwards while standing on stone pillars. Torch. This secret concoction turns the ground to flames, burning everything it touches. You can only use 2 at a time. Axe. A small but deadly double-bladed weapon. Tri-blade. Once thrown, this weapon will slice through all it touches and then return to its owner. Weapons of enchantment. These weapons will appear when Arthur is wearing the bronze or golden armor. Flaming Lance. A more powerful lance that flies straight ahead, leaving a trail of flames. Magic Dagger. These enchanted dirks leave a trail of magical light. You can throw 3 at once. Magic Crossbow. This charmed armament fires 3 magical arrows at once that seek and find their own targets. Magic Scythe. This enchanted weapon is more powerful than its non-magical counterpart. Magic Torch. Smash this on the ground to shoot a tower of flame into the air. You can only use 2 at a time. Hefty Axe. An even more lethal version of the smaller axe. Shuriken. An incredibly fast blade. Like the Tri-blade, it dices through all obstacles before returning to Arthur. Magic. You can use magic when you're wearing the golden armor. Hold down button Y, or the weapon button you've set in the options screen, while your magic gauge energizes. When the spell appears in your weapon box, release the button to activate the magic. Thunder Magic. Use your flaming lance to call forth lightning bolts that pierce the air in 3 directions. These bolts can pass through solid objects and destroy any enemy in their path. Fire Dragon Magic. With your magic dagger, summon a fire dragon to annihilate all creatures as it moves across the land. Seek Magic. Summon this spell with your magic crossbow to unearth all hidden treasures in your area. Tornado Magic. Your magic scythe generates twin tornadoes that twist and whirl, destroying all enemies caught in their path. Shield Magic. Use the magic torch to surround Arthur with 3 glowing orbs that protect him as he travels. Lightning Magic. Flail the hefty axe to fire deadly bursts of electricity in all directions. Nuclear Magic. Your shuriken summons an immense explosion that disintegrates all enemies. A knight's quest. Arthur must survive 8 perilous quests. At the end of each quest, a fearsome foul guardian appears, who guards the gate to the next land. Using all his skill and wit, Arthur must defeat this monstrous foe to gain the key to the gate. Arthur starts his adventure with 3 lives, or the number you set in the options screen. During his quests, 2 enemy hits will cost Arthur his life. 1 to lose his armor, and again to lose his skin. The game ends when all Arthur's lives are lost. Each time the game ends, you have the chance to continue. When you see the continue screen, press the start button. You'll continue near the point where you ended the game. If you don't want to continue, Press the control pad to move the dagger to end, and then press start. The Ghoul Realm. Quest 1. The Dead Place. The Haunted Graveyard. From this forgotten cemetery, zombies arise to attack the living. Only the brave of heart will survive a journey through this cursed land. The Forest of Fear. Inside this dark tangle of branches lies the ruins of an ancient castle. Within its walls grows an unearthly plant that feeds on whomever or whatever passes through its domain. Quest 2. The Rotting Sea. The Graveyard of Ships. Long ago, this thriving harbor was home to hundreds of seafaring men. But now, the entire port is laid to waste, and only the ghouls remain. The Sea of Despair. Between the human world and the Phantom Zone lies the Sea of Despair. Its storm-tossed seas have caused even the heartiest of adventurers to go insane. Quest 3. Vermilion Horror. Crucible of Flame. Deep within the earth, the flame of evil burns brightly. Its glow forebodes despair and darkness to all who venture here. Towers of molten steel. The sight of the twin towers strikes terror into the hearts of men. Within these walls, the ghouls of the Phantom Zone practice their darkest evils. Quest 4. The Ghoul's Stomach. To enter the frozen lands of the Emperor of Evil, you must first pass through the vile ghoul's stomach. Quest 5. The Deep Chill. Ice Forest. The blizzards constantly blow in this frozen world of ice and snow. Many have tried to conquer this land. None have yet returned. Ice Wall. A wall of sheer ice surrounds the palace of the Emperor of Evil. All attempts to scale the ice have been met with doom. Quest 6. The Castle of the Emperor. The entrance to the castle holds many traps. Pay close attention, or disaster will strike quickly. Quest 7. Hallway of Ghouls. A few hundred yards ahead lies the throne room of the Emperor. Only a gauntlet of ghouls stands in your way. Quest 8. The Throne Room. Inside, Sardius awaits. Only the power of Guinevere's enchanted bracelet can destroy the Emperor of Evil. Questing tips. A new weapon always replaces the old. Don't pick up a weapon unless it's more powerful or you like it better than the one you already have. Learn which weapons must run their course before you can hurl another. These leave you unprotected for a short amount of time, so be ready to jump or duck. Search carefully for hidden treasure chests. Without the weapons and armor they conceal, Arthur doesn't stand a chance of finding Guinevere. It takes a double jump to leap from ledge to ledge or across large chasms. First, jump into the air. At the top of your jump, press the jump button again. Practice, practice, practice to get your timing just right. Watch for the fairies. They can give you a very powerful weapon that you must have in order to finish your quest. 90-day limited warranty. I'm not reading all that. And with that, our manual draws to a close. However, there is a large library of video game manuals in this world. Tell me, Which one do you want read next? Could it be Sonic the Hedgehog? Or Mega Man X? Or Legend of Zelda? Leave your pick in the comments below. Until then, I am Cypher782, or Senile Snake if you're watching this on Tumblr, bidding you good night.